Okay, Abby's here with us. She's cleaning. She made something this morning. Say hi. Hi, yes.
Hi.
Okay, so for breakfast this morning, it's Sunday morning, I had a banana and I ate one of those back in there. Those are navel oranges. They were delicious. And so that's what I had, and now I'm getting ready for after church lunch. So for lunch, what I'm gonna make are some of these black beans. And you might remember there's the other half of that onion left over from yesterday. And I'm gonna flavor it with one of my favorite sauces of all time, Cajun Power garlic sauce. So I like these black beans. They taste great, and you don't have to do anything special for them. Of course, it'd be better probably if they were in a bag and they were fresher, but I find if it's canned, as long as it doesn't have any artificial things in it, it's pretty good. And this contains organic prepared black beans, water, and sea salt, and nothing else. So these are organic black beans. Okay, so here's our onion, and I like to peel just the outermost layer. This looks pretty good. So cut that guy. Everybody seems to get teary eyes when they cut these things. They don't seem to bother me. I don't know why, they just don't. But I just like to dice them up. I don't like them too small, but I do like to dice them up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just put these right in with the beans. Over here now you can see that our compost collection has already started growing a little bit, and in a couple of days it'll be ready to take out and go into the compost bin outside. Okay, for this one we're gonna use about 1/4 cup of Cajun Power, which is basically just a garlic sauce. See if I can get it here without making a spill. So here it all is in the pan. Looking pretty good. Black beans, half an onion, 1/4 cup of Cajun Power. I wonder if we should throw something else in there. See what we can find. Okay, so I just found these two squash. They're about 4 or 5 days old, so they need to be used up today anyway. So I think I'll slice these up and throw them in the pan. The squash are gonna cook quickly, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the other stuff warming up here. Just turning it down a bit. I don't want it to cook too quickly, but I don't want to burn anything. But I do want it to go ahead and cook. So we'll get that started while we get the squash ready. Okay, so a couple of yellow squash sliced up, thin but not too thin. Some are a little thicker than others. And now these are going in the pot. So it kind of looks like, you know, every time I make something, it's it's kind of an original thing. It's not the same thing every time. And that's good because I like a little variety. And we're gonna enjoy some of that today for sure. So here's a few stirs. We're about just a few minutes on the fire now. There's our fire. I'm gonna turn that down just a wee bit, to almost a low. In fact, this does say low. It says low right there. So I'm gonna put a lid on it. Check on this again in 10 minutes. Okay, so we're about 4 minutes in, and I did just stir it, and it was starting to stick a little to the bottom, so I reduced the temperature even more. Now this one actually has a simmer setting below low, so it's a high simmer. So we're gonna still continue with that same 10-minute time period, but I did reduce the temperature just a little bit, and I've stirred it so that we don't stick. Okay, so 10 minutes is completed, and we have a sizzling bean, squash, and onion with a delicious Cajun Power garlic sauce kind of coming off. It really smells good. In a few minutes, that's gonna be in a bowl, and I'm gonna be enjoying that for my lunch. Okay, so here we go. We got black beans, squash, onions, Cajun Power, and it's still kind of steamy. It's got a good taste to it. I like that Cajun Power sauce, and I love the black beans. Now, one thing that I've learned is that most of the time when I make these kind of things, you don't have to add salt. And most Americans eat about 3,500 grams of salt a day. Recommendations are for less than 1,500, but the truth of the matter is we don't need more than about 800 grams of salt a day. Just by cutting your salt intake in half to under 1,500 grams a day, you reduce your risk of stroke and heart attack by 50%. So that's something to think about when you're eating. Anyway, this was fun to make. I hope you enjoy it. And try making it yourself. I hope you enjoyed the video, but I'm gonna sit and enjoy this now. Thanks.